So,
And I didn't get to rehearse this.
no, we didn't let her rehearse. We didn't let her rehearse any. So what I want to know is, so she knows and found out what brought you to us. I want to know what keeps you here.
One of my nieces told my mother about 10 or maybe 15 years ago. We had talked about stop selling Avon because we was kind of getting burnt out. And she says, but Granny, you've been selling Avon since before I was born. I said, how would it be without that, without Avon? And I love Avon. I love my customers. I've got customers that I've had for 30 years or more, not just counting my relatives, but I love Avon. I love everything about Avon.
I love you too.
There's just nothing about Avon I don't like.
Well, we love you too, Grace. So I was only allowed to ask one question. So
I get to ask two.
Okay, so the last question, and this kind of ties everything together. So when you look over the 50 plus years that you've been with Avon, and I know this was going to be like really hard because there's probably a lot, but what is your fondest memory of your time with Avon?
My time with Avon. First of all, can I say Beth Wall has been so much for me this last year. I love that. And I love Emily Ashmore too, by the way. She's my favorite. Can I say that one of my favorite times, and this is kind of a funny, there's two funny stories that I got to tell real quick, and I told it at the deal, and y'all already heard this. But one of the things that, when we first started selling Avon in Lubbock, Texas, my mother had a customer at Murphy's department variety store that ordered every campaign one, ordered 12 jars of rich moisture cream because it was 99 cents and it lasted her a whole year. And then I went, when we moved to Dallas and we lived in apartments over close to Gene Johnson, there was a lady that mother ordered Avon, mother got an Avon order for her, and she asked me to deliver it. I said, okay. Her name was Miss Jarrett. And she was about 75 or so at the time. And so I went to deliver the order. She opened the door for me, and she looked at me, and I said, I've got an Avon order. I'm sorry, we have an Avon representative. Bam! Right in my face. She turned out to be my favorite customer after all those years. When she passed away. Another thing that was real funny about Miss Jarrett, she asked me one time, because I told her I had to leave, and I didn't tell this at the meeting. I told her I had to leave to go wash some clothes, go to the wash area. She said, do you use those big old washers that they have at the wash area? I said, yes. Now, this was back in the 70s, or the early, I said, sure I do. I thought, well, how else do you wash clothes? And she says, well, I have a number 3 tub out in my patio, and I have a rub board, and I wash all clothes out that way. I am not going to let a washing machine mess up all my clothes. And she washed them every day. And she ordered 2 Right Tree lipsticks, which we still have. She ordered everything in 2 powders and 2 even. Every time she ordered the 2s. I love Avon. Avon's done so much. I want a washer and dryer and a freezer and all this good stuff. And it's been. I will also say that one of the things I said before that you heard, when Mother started selling Avon, we was at a church that did not agree that makeup was the right thing to do for the women to wear, and she didn't wear makeup. But our pastor's wife, who is in Richardson now, and is our bishop, and they're 83, she read my story, and she was telling me, and I said, do you remember the one thing you ordered from us all the time? She thought about it a minute, and she said, no. And it was to a wild rose cream sachet. And she remembered it when I told her that.
Okay, so we have some flowers for Gloria. Let's give